probably another memorable moment or moments from my childhood growing up off Stratford Avenue was violence and getting into fights. And one of the things I realized, or I learned the hard way, is that you kind of got to be ready for trouble. By that, I mean, you don't go around looking for trouble, but when it comes, I'm ready for it. I remember we were living across from the Mohegan Market on Stratford Avenue, and we were just minding our own business. Me and my brother were playing. We're probably in like maybe second or third grade. And I remember just all of a sudden this kid he wanted to fight me for some reason, something that I did or whatever. So I remember he started punching me and stuff, and I ran home to my mother, and I was like, Mom, this kid just started beating me up. And she looked at me and she was like, boy, go back outside and you keep on fighting that kid until you win. Don't you come back in this house until you win. I mean, I remember at that moment, I'm like, aren't you supposed to be protecting me? You're like my mother or something, right? I thought she was going to just, nurture me and say, oh, it's going to be okay. But I mean, in hindsight, I realized what she was doing. So I went back out there and I fought the kid, and I didn't beat him up. I'd probably say it was more of a draw. So of course, I mean, she didn't really mean keep fighting him until you beat him. Essentially, what she was teaching me that basically you got to defend yourself. And it's not really about whether you win or lose. It's about letting it be known that you're going to defend yourself, right? And that's just how life works. I mean, there's bullies in life. They're going to come at you. And if you don't fight back, they're going to keep messing with you. And it doesn't matter really as much as you win or lose. But what'll happen is if you're fighting back, it's probably not going to be worth it for them to even mess with you. It's just easier to find somebody who's not going to fight back, right? So, I mean, that was one incident that I remember where I was learning that, I had to learn from Stratford Avenue, and it was a good life lesson. Also that, I mean, there's bullies out there. They're going to come for you. When they come for you, you're going to be ready for them. And, when they come for you, you basically want to just let it be known that, I'm just not that dude that you're going to be messing with. But as far as just sitting back and being a victim, for me, I just didn't learn that. And I don't understand how it is now. You see these stories about people getting cyberbullied and stuff. And I'm just like, why are they raising the kids to be so weak? I mean, it's not even physical violence, right? It's just like somebody said something about you. My whole philosophy on that is, I mean, as a parent, somebody cyberbullying, I'm probably going to tell my son, tell him to stop. And then if he doesn't stop, I'm going to say, yeah, you need to go see that kid in person and just take care of that right then and there, right? Because, I mean, that's just how the world works, unfortunately. I know that's not the most politically correct thing to say, but you really got to defend yourself. Another incident I remembered is me and my brother Everett. This is when we were living on 1531 Stratford Avenue. There was a little park not far from there. I remember we used to go there and, go on the swings and stuff, jump off the jungle gym and something. And we were just there one day, and just these two kids showed up. And just all of a sudden, I mean, they just started punching us, beating us up, like just attacking us. Well, actually, they probably started messing with me first. And then my brother came over there, and we started fighting together against them. Now, again, this was unprovoked for no reason, and these kids, they were like, yeah, we from Father Panic, and this is our park now, right? I don't want to see y'all over here anymore. I mean, I was probably like 8 or 9 or something, but yeah, I remember we fought, and then, I mean, we were getting beat up bad. I think they had like, if I remember right, they went and grabbed a brick or something and was just next leveling it. So I remember we took off and we went home. So, I mean, that's a perfect example of, okay, live to fight another day. I'm gonna choose that battle. Yeah, we fought back, but I mean, this is getting out of hand, kind of. That was very memorable again, because there doesn't have to be a reason, right? I mean, there was no reason why that happened. We were just sitting there minding our own business. But who cares? I mean, when trouble comes, I'm not trying to figure out now why, defend yourself, or make an escape out of there. Just don't let yourself be victimized. So that's one of the lessons that I learned from growing up on Stratford Avenue, that number one, there's bullies out there, and that when trouble comes, you got to be ready for it. not just physically, but mentally. I mean, in your work life, in your social life, in your love life. I mean, nobody's saying you have to be, I think, some macho caveman, but you need to project strength in general. That, look, it's just, this is not going to be like a sweet lick here. So that's another thing I learned from Stratford Avenue.